and you can just, purchase it for like Ether. Like if you give them an Ether, they would give you like 10,000 tokens or something like that, right? But the 10,000 tokens, once the ICO hit, it would most of the time double or triple your Ether. And it was an ecosystem that was working because the amount of Ether that you had, no, because the amount of Ether that you were able to acquire based on the certain projects, those particular projects were able to make you extremely wealthy. But the best thing about that was you were able to support the project. Okay. So it was like an ecosystem. I would purchase the Ethereum. After I would purchase the Ethereum, I would use the Ethereum to support a project. Therefore, I would get these ICO tokens, initial coin offerings. Those initial coins would come in. Then when the project gets released to the public would listen and see all the amazing things that this new technology would do. And then they would purchase the tokens. But then the tokens that you were able to get for like, 5 cents is now worth like 50 cents or 60 cents. And back then, that particular ecosystem worked because they had exchanges. The exchanges that were on that were allowed at the time were just made by people within the community. Now those exchanges became decentralized exchanges, but at the time they were actually legit exchanges. And you were able to move in and out of tokens, and different people that were creating these projects were able to get funding. So you were able to, so the retail pretty much controlled everything, and there was no investors, like, credited investors and stuff at the time. And the market was strong, it was powerful. It didn't even reach $1 trillion. Most of the tokens that were on there were people were able to see them. I can show you an example. Let me show you this really quick. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to show you something. Show you how this has changed. All right, now here's my cryptospiracy site. Okay, and we'll get back to Ethereum. Okay, because just to finish up with Ethereum real quick, the reason why I was talking about the smart contract of Ethereum is because Ethereum has a staking algorithm, or let's say we'll just call it algorithm, staking algorithm, where if you own 32 Ethereum and you stake them, you become a transaction node. That means that the information is going to travel through the information that travels through the transaction node. You get paid for those transactions. By you holding the tokens and staking them, if you have 32 of them, you become a node, and now you can have voting power. You have all these different benefits on the Ethereum blockchain, where now you're making money with that, right? Now it's good for Ethereum, but 32, with Ethereum being like $4,000 a piece, that's a heck of a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. With now Ethereum is what, 44,000? Let's just say Ethereum is $4,200, right? We multiply that times 32. If you have $134,400, you can purchase Ethereum. And then once you have your 32 Ethereum, put them away into staking. And now you're going to earn every year, every 6 months, as long as you own those tokens, every time you're going to make money just by holding those tokens. And you have a lot of rights on the network. So me personally, if I had $134,000, I would purchase 32 Ethereum and just actually be happy as a, I don't even want to curse on here. But let me tell you something else that's going on. It says here that Tom Lee predicts Ethereum price could reach $12,000 because they're going to start to have an ETF is going to come in. People are going to start using Ethereum more. The banks are going to start using it. Retail is going to start to catch on and be able to get involved. there are so many things that are coming down the pipe with Ethereum that it's just crazy. And then you have XRP. So yeah, this is a really strong token, okay? But it's $4,000, right? The average person doesn't have that type of money. So what we do at the DeFi Jedi group meeting, mastermind group, is we see and find the ones that haven't really hit that yet, but have the potential to hit, like an Ethereum. What problem are they solving? What are they, protocol tokens? We go through all of that, right? And what I have done is I identified some of the ones that are actually in the market that I think the categories that we should look at. So we go to the categories, and for the past couple weeks, I was explaining that AI and big data, real world assets, gaming, DePIN, okay, and DeFi+AI, decentralized finance AI. These have the potential, but since they're not ICO, right, you're not going to get the benefit of it coming later. So you really want to look for ICO tokens. I would like to show people how to search for those ICO tokens, because we can still actually do that now. It's still available for us, but we have to, it's still available for us, but we have to know what we're looking for, okay? So let me say, hey, Ralph, how you doing? I'm just going over the different tokens and stuff. So, but I'll get back next week. We're gonna have a full meeting, or this Friday, where everybody's gonna talk and we can participate. I'm just gonna use this time to actually show the different tokens and the future strategies. Okay, let me
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I was just looking up over you. Okay, I'm back on mute. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay, no problem. I'm just gonna get back to this. Okay, Rob.
Yes, I'm just listening in, and if I step out, I gotta go clean this bathroom. All right, so I just step in and step out.
All right.